Hello, my name is Avin Robles and I'm here to solve 8 problems from statistics and probability. Let's get started. Now, before we dive into this video, let us question ourselves, what does probability mean? Probability means there's a likelihood or chance that something will happen. It tells you how many choices you win over the number of possible combinations. Probability, possible choices, total number of options. Now that you know the term of probability, I will answer 2 problems per each Roman numeral. You will accompany me because I'll explain to us how did I get the answer, how did that happen, and so much more. In addition rules of probability, before I answer the questions under it, let's talk about the meaning of addition rules of probability. The addition rule, sometimes called sum rule, states the probability of 2 events is the sum of the probability that either will happen minus the probability that both will happen. There are 2 types of addition rules events, mutually exclusive and non-mutually exclusive events. Mutually exclusive events are events that cannot happen if another event occurs. These are events that happen if one doesn't have the same event as the other. Meanwhile, non-mutually exclusive events are events that can happen no matter what happens to the said event. In other words, or simpler terms, events will still happen at the same time. Now that you know the meaning of the addition rules of probability and its types, I will now answer numbers 4 and 6. The question says that when you pick a card out of a deck of playing cards, what is the probability of picking the following? Now, in answering the questions, the best way to explain them to you is by narrating them instead of writing the questions. Capish? Bear with me, please. Now, the question at 4, a face card or a jack? Now, in this type of event, this is called a non-mutually exclusive event. Basically, this event would still happen at the same time. So, basically, face cards and a jack can happen at the same time. So, that's why this event is non-mutually exclusive. Now, the formula of non-mutually exclusive is probability A or B is equals to probability A plus probability B minus probability A and B. That is the formula of non-mutually exclusive. And now we are going to solve this question by giving out how many cards are in a deck. Now, in face card, there are 12 total face cards in a deck, 4 of which are 4 kings, 4 queens, and 4 jacks. 4 times 3 is equal to 12, and a jack is a total of 4 jack cards in a total deck of 52 cards. Now, in solving this, we need to write down 12 over 52. Now, you may be wondering, where did I get the 52 number? Well, 52 is the total number of cards in a plain deck. So that is the reason why I have 52 there. Plus, don't forget that it's addition, plus 4 jack 4 over 52 minus 1 over 52. Now you may be wondering, where did I get minus 1 over 52? Well, don't forget the event non-mutually exclusive where a face card and a jack can happen at the same time. So this 1 over 52 is the result of the face card and a jack that happen at the same time. And calculate it will equal to 12 over 52 plus 12 over 52 plus 4 over 52 minus 1 over 52 is equals to 15 over 52, or if you want to convert it to decimal places, 0.28, or in percentage form, round it off because it is near to 8, so 29%. That is the probability of Peniel picking up the face card or a jack. The result is 29%. Now in number 6, the question, queen or a number card. This type of event is considered as mutually exclusive because the queen is a face card. There are types of face card, the king, the queen, and the jack, while number cards include 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hanggang 10. So both of these are different. Remember that. Now, the formula of mutually exclusive is probability A or B is equals to probability A plus probability B. Now, let us answer this question. A queen has 4 cards in a total playing deck. These include 4 queen jacks, 4 queen spades, 4 queen hearts, 4 queen diamonds, and a number card that consists of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are 9 total number of number cards in a playing deck. So now we will answer this by inputting it at 4 over 52. Now let's remember, where did we get the 52? We got it from a total number of cards in a deck. So that's why this is 52. Plus 9 over 52. Now where did we get 9? 9 is from the number card. 9 over 52 is equals to, wait, 4 over 52 is 9 over 52 is equals to 1/4. Now if we convert it to decimal place is 0.25, or if we convert it to percentage is 25%. Now 25% is the probability that Penuel will pick a queen or a number card in a deck. Now, in multiplication rules of probability, before I answer 2 questions under it, let's explore what multiplication rule of probability. Multiplication rule means to find the probability of the intersection of 2 events and multiply the 2 probabilities. There are 2 replacements in this rule, with replacement and without replacement. Probabilities with replacement mean that events are completely independent of each other. It only occurs when the occurrence of one does not at all affect the occurrence of another, while probabilities without replacement are events that aren't independent. Now, in answering the question, Sungjae picked 2 cards out of a deck of playing cards. What is the probability of picking the following? A diamond and a heart, and 4, a jack and a queen. Now, in answering number 3's diamond and a heart question, the type of replacement in this question is without replacement, because picking the first card, a diamond and a heart, will affect the probability of the second card Sungjae will pick. And the formula of without replacement is probability A times probability B over A. Now, let us answer this question. A diamond and a heart. Now, a diamond has 13 diamond cards in a deck, and a heart has a total number of 13 cards in a deck. So 13, diamond 13, over 52. 52 is the total number of card in a deck, and multiplied by 13 over 51. Now, you may be wondering, why is it 51? Because Sungjae picked the first card on the deck from 52, now going to 51. Now, multiply it, and it will equal to, oops, never mind. equal to 13 over 204. Now if we convert it to decimal, is 0.06. Now if we convert it to percentage, is 0.06%. Now 0.06% is the probability that Sungjae will pick 2 cards out of a deck. Okay. Now at number 4's question, a jack and a queen. The type of replacement in this question is, of course, without replacement, because Sungjae will pick the first card, a jack or a queen, and that will affect the probability of the second card Sungjae will pick. And the formula of without replacement is probability A times probability B over A. Now let us answer this question. Now, a jack and a queen. A jack has a total of 4 jack cards in a number of 52 cards in the deck. And a queen has a total number of 4 queen cards in a deck. So 4 over 52 total number of cards multiplied by 4 over 51, because Sunjae picked a card from the deck, is equals to 4 over 663, and when we convert this to decimal, is equals to 6.03 times 10 raised to negative 3. But if we move the decimal places to the left 3 times, it will the answer will be 0.06%. In permutations and combinations, they are both collection of objects, but a combination is a collection of the objects where the order doesn't matter. A permutation, however, is an arrangement of a group of objects where the order does matter. The factorial notation, or n exclamation mark, represents the product of all the integers from n down to 1. Now, let's answer numbers 6 and 10. Now, in answering number 3's permutations and combinations questions number 6 and 10, let us go first with number 6. The 10 men in a conference room with 4 doors. In how many ways can they leave the room? Now, the identified event here is combination, because the order doesn't matter in combination, it doesn't involve order. And the formula of this combination is n factorial over n minus r factorial multiplied by r factorial. Now, the n factorial represents number of items, while the r factorial represents the number of items being chosen at a time. So let us answer this question by substituting n with 10 and r with 4. So 10 factorial over 10 minus 4 factorial multiplied by 4 factorial is equals to 10. And that is the possible ways 10 men can leave the room. 210. The question number 10 is, in how many ways can 45 applicants be chosen for 3 computer programmer positions? Now, the obvious type of event here is combination, because it does not involve order, and the formula for combination is n factorial over n minus r factorial times r factorial is equals to 45 factorial over 45 minus 3 factorial multiplied by 3 factorial is equals to 14,190. Now there's a tip. In order to prevent typing all of this and r factorial in the formula, just type in your calculator shift and divide symbol, and then it will result in NCR. So in there, write the n factorial and r factorial, and your life will be easier that way instead of doing this. So that's it for test year number 10, permutations and combinations. Next up is test number 4, statistics. Now, last in number 4, statistics. Before we jump into the questions under it, let's talk about the meaning of statistics. Statistics is the practice of science or collecting and analyzing numerical data in large quantities, especially for the purpose of inferring proportions in a whole from those in a representative sample. There are two types of statistics variable: discrete or continuous variable. A variable means that it is a quantity whose value changes. A discrete variable is a variable whose value is obtained by counting. Examples include the number of students present, the red marbles in a jar, number of heads when flipping 3 coins, and the student's grade level. While continuous variable is a variable whose value is obtained by measuring. Examples include the height of students in class, weight of students in class, time it takes to get to school, and distance traveled between classes. In letter A number 7, the water temperature is a continuous variable because it is a measurement in degrees, Celsius, Fahrenheit, or Kelvin squared. While we jump into letter B, first let me explain what nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio means. Nominal are named variables with no specific order. Ordinal scale has all its variables in a specific order, beyond just naming them. Interval scale offers labels, order, as well as specific interval between each of its variable options. And last is the ratio scale. It bears all the characteristics of an interval scale, and in addition to that, it can also accommodate the value of 0 on any of its variables. The number 9 of letter B, the Likert scale, from strongly agree to strongly disagree, is an ordinal scale because it is specified in an order. Agree is worse than strongly agree, while strongly disagree is worse than disagree. Well, you can find an average of 1, 2, 3. You can't find an average of agree, disagree, and neutral. There is no middle point. So that is all for today in this video, and I hope that you understand the topics as well as the examples that I gave, and please have a wonderful day. See you.